right, Shalom. Let me start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the house of David. All right, I wanted to get into the topic of spiritual powers, man. All right, because the elect, all right, Lord willing, we have that number. All right, we're going to receive spiritual powers, man. All right, in these coming times. All right. Let me start out in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31. Let me start at Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29. It says, He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, He increaseth strength. All right, and that's talking about us, man, the Israelites, man. All right, but more specifically the elect. All right, because we have no strength, man. All right, our strength is solely in the Lord, man. All right, we don't have any worldly riches or anything in that nature, man. All right, we don't have our blessings not the sword like Esau, man. All right, so we don't have these big artillery guns, all these things, all right, that the so-called white man got. All right, we are weak, man. All right, but we are strong because we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it says verse 30. It says even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. All right, those that wait upon the Lord, man. All right, and who's waiting upon the Lord, man? The elect, man. All right, we're ushering in, all right, the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Those that wait upon the Lord, He's going to renew our strength, man. All right? They shall mount up their wings as eagles, man. We're going to be able to fly, man. All right? Taking out helicopters, man. All right? We're going to be able to mount up our wings as eagles, man. All right? Because the Lord, He's going to send out His hunters, man. All right? Give us those new bodies, man. All right, He's gonna send out His hunters, man. All right, the elect, man. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint, man. We'll be able to. We'll never get tired, man. All right, never get tired, man. Be able to run to and fro. All right, as sparks among the stubble, man. All right, and these are the powers that possess us, man. All right, the Lord, He's gonna unlock those spiritual powers to His men. All right, some soon, some later, man. All right, because Esau, he's gonna come in like a flood, and what the Lord is gonna do, man, He's gonna lift up that standard. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him." All right, when you go to that word standard, all right, that goes into put to flight, man. All right, disappear. All right, the Lord, He's gonna allow us to put to flight our enemies, man. All right, and He's gonna allow us to escape. Whatever the Lord has in store for us, man. He's gonna lift up that standard, man. All right, to protect your family. All right, if it be of the Lord's will, man. All right, so, and men, they're gonna know, that they're men of the Lord. All right, in these up and coming days, man, because the Lord's gonna give them spiritual power, man. All right. And verse 20 says, "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh," man. All right, so Yahweh Shah, he's only going to be dealing with his elect, those that's trying to turn from transgression, man. All right, so he's not going to be dealing with, he's not going to lift up that standard for 2/3, man. You know, people that's being rebellious, man. The Lord's not going to lift up a standard for you, man. All right, because you didn't proclaim the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, you wasn't warning the flock. All right, you was leading the flock to the slaughter, man. All right, or you was being led to slaughter, man. So the Lord's gonna slaughter you, man. All right, and let me get Acts chapter 1 verse 8. It says, Acts chapter 1 verse 8, "But ye shall receive power. After that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea, and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost part of the earth." All right, hey, after we have received those spiritual powers, man. I mean, it says, "But ye shall receive spiritual power after we receive the Holy Spirit," man. And we have spiritual powers now, man. All right, you know, being able to understand these scriptures. All right, you know, and there's more spiritual power, man. All right, having these what they call so-called superhero powers, man. All right, being able to fly, man, being able to control the elements, man. All right, because the Lord, he's going to give us the ability to understand the elements, man. All right, you know, it's even a scripture in Wisdom of Solomon. I ain't bringing my apocrypha. All right, but we're gonna be able to understand the elements, man. You know, and that's how you have spiritual power, man. Understanding the elements, man. All right. You know, so the Lord, he's going to send his hunters, man. All right, he's going to send his hunters to hunt you people down, man. All right, let me just get that real quick. Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16. Let me read verse 14. Jeremiah 16 verse 14 says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks," man. You see that, man? The Lord's gonna send out his hunters, man. All right, Lord willing, we're that number, man. We those hunters, man. All right, you know, seeking out and devouring, man, you people that refuse to turn to the Lord, man. All right, and of course you heathens, man. All right, you heathens are going to get it, man, because verse 17 it says, "For mine eyes are upon all their ways," man. The Lord knows your ways, man. He knows that you're rebellious, man. So he's going to send his men to hunt you. Now it says, "They are not hid from my face." You can go to your bunkers, man. All right, your underground caves, your underground bunkers, man. All right, the Lord sees you, man. It says, "Neither is there iniquity hid from my eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquities and their sin double." All right, that word recompense means pay back, man. "Because they have defiled my land and they have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things, man. All right, so the Lord's going to pay you back for your wickedness, man. All right, because the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, man. He knows what you people are doing, man. All right. You know, even though all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags concerning Israel, all right, but the Lord, he knows his elect heart, man, because he knows, because he has his chosen that are pure in his eyes, because they're trying their best, you know, to turn from sin, man. All right, they're trying their best, you know, to live righteous, man. All right, and they're feeding the flock, man. That's true love, man. Feeding the flock, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, that shows that you love the Lord, man. All right. And verse 19 says, O Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. All right? You know, but the point was at the top of verse 19 says, truly, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you are my strength, man. You are my fortress. You are my refuge, man. All right? We lean on Yahweh Shem Yahushua because that's where all our strength lies within from, man. Our strength lies within Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right? All right, without Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we are weak, man. All right? And let me get Luke, because I said that's some are going to know that they're of the elect. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 19. It says, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you, man. All right, these bullets, man. All right, so hey, Esau, he can stock up on all the guns. All right, Jake, y'all can stock up on all the guns, man. All right, because when the hunters come, all right, we're gonna be hunting 2/3 too. All right, 2/3 might be in the midst of Esau, man, trying to kill us, man. All right, but the Lord is gonna give us those spiritual powers, and nothing's gonna be able to hurt us, man. Nothing's going to be able to hurt us, man. All right. Verse 20 says, notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven, man. Those are the elect, man. If you have, the Lord is giving you power to tread upon the serpents, man. Tread upon these heathens, man. All right. And over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall be able to hurt you. All right, that means you have spiritual powers, man. And that means what, man? To rejoice because you are of the elect, man. All right, don't rejoice because we have those powers, but rather rejoice because we are of the elect. All right, and let me keep reading to verse 21. It says, in that hour Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All right, so the Lord, he's giving his knowledge, all right, to the babes, man. Those that are willing to humble down and learn as little children, man. All right, not to you people that think that you're wise, man, in this world, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, man. All right. And verse 22, it says, all things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. All right, hey, so if the Lord Yahweh Shai is not revealing you to his Father, man, you don't know, you're not going to know Yahweh Shai, man. All right, it's only for the elect, man. Verse 23, and he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. All right, we're able to see the truth according to the Bible, man. That's why we're blessed, man. All right, all we gotta do is endure it to the end, man. All right, we just gotta endure it to the end. All right, and we'll be blessed, man. All right, verse 24 says, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them, man. All right, this is a blessing that we have here, man. So we can't take this for granted. All right, this is a blessing from the supreme power, man, Yahweh. All right, and let me close out with one more little story here with spiritual powers. All right, going back to Exodus, man, going back to Egypt. Exodus chapter 14 and verse 20, it says, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord Yahweh caused the sea to go back to a strong east. Salakia. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord Yahweh caused the sea to go back to a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. All right, so the Lord he used Moses to dry up the sea. All right, and made a wall. So it was pretty much like a wall of water on the left side and the right side for the children of Israel to go through. All right, and verse 23 it says, and the Egyptians pursued. But let me go to verse 24. It says, and it came to pass that in the morning watch the Lord Yahweh looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of the fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh fighteth for them against the Egyptians. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the water may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea, man. All right, the Lord drowned these Egyptians, man. All right, and the Lord, he's going to drown you modern day Egyptians, man, you Babylonians. All right, Esau, these heathens, 2/3. The Lord's going to drown you in nuclear fire, death, and death, man. All right, bloodshed, man. All right. In verse 28 it says, and the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. All of them was done, man. All right. In verse 29 it says, but the children of Israel walked upon the dry lands in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right and on their left. Thus the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai saved Israel that day out of the land of the Egyptians, man. And the Lord going to do the same here in Babylon, man. Save Israel, man, but mainly the elect. All right, only the elect, man. All right, Israel saw the Egyptians. Thus saith the Lord thus the Lord, verse 30, thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel, verse 31, and Israel saw the great work which the Lord Yahweh did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord Yahweh, and believed the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua and his servant Moses, man. You see that, man? You know, and a lot of our people, man, they got to see signs of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua to even believe, man. All right, but the elect, we believe now, man. Lord willing, we have that number, man. We maintain our faith, all right? And so the Lord, he's going to bring back these marvelous works, man. No more that the Lord saved us out of Egypt, man. He's going to save us out of the land of the north, man. He's going to do marvelous works in these last days, man. So call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David, man. The elect are going to receive spiritual power, man. All right, Lord willing, we have that number, man. All right, keep the faith. All right, spiritual power is on the way. Shalom. To the next lesson.